Good day, viewers. Yeah, welcome back to today's class. Today's mathematics class, we are going to be looking at the continuation of our indices class, but majorly some examples of indices. How to apply the laws of indices to various examples being given to us. Don't forget to subscribe if you are a new member on this channel, and do share to other learners in order to benefit from this channel. Now let's move on. Example 1. Without using table, evaluate these values. This is a UTME question, 2002, question 1. Now, we want to evaluate this. Open your bracket, 343 raised to power 1 over 3, multiply by, put on that bracket, 0.14 raised to power minus 1, multiply by, put on that bracket, 25, then raised to power minus 1 over 2. Now here, 343 can be broken down into 7 raised to power 3. That is 7 times 7, 49. 49 times 7 will give 343. Then raised to power 1 over 3. Multiply by. Now this one will change into fraction by shifting this point 1, 2 as we did in our standard form. That's in 14 over. We shifted twice. That is over 100. Then raised to power minus 1. Multiply by. If you could recall in our last class in indices, when we're dealing with the loss of indices, this minus 0 will change to 1 over. So we have 1 over 25 raised to power 1 over 2. So from here, we have 7 raised to power 3 multiplied by 1 over 3. That is, this bracket here means multiplication. So multiply by, here, we are going to change this minus to 1 over 14 over 100. Then raised to power 1 multiplied by 1 divided by, then 1 over 2. From our rule of indices, we become square root of, then you put your 25 here. Now, this 3 goes in 3. We are having 7 raised to power 1 multiplied by, from here we have 1 divided by 14, because 13 in one place is 14, over 100 in one place is 100, multiplied by 1 divided by, square root of 25 gives 5. We proceed into 7 raised to power 1 is 7, multiplied by. Now, from here, this one, we are going to have it as the 1 on top, 1, then divided by 14 over 100. So, this one in brackets, multiplied by 1 over 5. So, we have 7 multiplied by 1. This division changes to multiplication. Then, this 100 moves up, 14 moves down, 100 over 14. Anytime you are changing this division to multiplication, the values on the right hand side, the denominator will move up, while the numerator will move down, multiply by 1 over 5. See, this one have over, let's say over 1, then 7 here 1, 7 here, we have 2. 2 here 1, 2 here, we have 50. 5 here 1, 5 here, we have 10. So our answer is 1 times 1 times 10 times 1, we have what? 10. So that's our final answer. Example 2, simplify cube roots of, we have cube roots of 64 a raised to power 3, all in brackets power minus 1. Don't forget the first stage to change this minus to 1 over. So we have 1 over cube root of 64 a raised to power 3, then brackets 1. So which means 1 divided by, don't forget this one means everything here in one place. It gives us 64 a raised to power 3. The 3 that is here means what we can multiply in 3 places to give us 64. And also a raised to power 3, what you can multiply in 3 places. I can do it this way. Cube root of 64 multiplied by cube root of a raised to power 3. Now, we now have 1 divided by cube root of 64 will be 4 times 4 times 4. Then multiply by, this one I can change it into a raised to power 3. Then the cube root change back to times 1 over 3. So 3 goes in 3. Now from here, we have 1 over. When you pick one of these 4, the keyboard disappears. I have 4. Then I've cancelled this 3 have go in this 3 to remain what? A. So our final answer is 1 over 4A. Example 3. Evaluate 81 raised to power 3 over 4 minus 27 raised to power 1 over 3 divided by 3 times 2 raised to power 3. Now here, I can express 81 as 3 raised to power 4. That's 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 21. 21 times 3 is 81. Then raised to power 3 over 4 minus 27 can be expressed as 3 raised to power 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Raised to power 1 over 3 divided by, this one is 3 raised to power 1, or let me say 3 times 2 raised to power 3 is 8. So I have 3 raised to power 3, 3 raised to power 4 multiplied by 3 over 4 minus 3 raised to power 3 multiplied by 1 over 3 divided by 3 times 8 we have 24. 4 goes in 4, 3 goes in 3. And from here I have 3 raised to power 3 minus 3 divided by 24. So 3 in 3 places, that gives us 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27, minus 3 divided by 24. 27 minus 3, we have 24 over 24, which gives us 1. Example 4, simplify these values. I want to simplify 3 in brackets, 2 raised to power n plus 1, close the brackets, minus 4 open bracket, 2 raised to power n minus 1, close the brackets, divided by 2 raised to power n plus 1 minus 2 raised to power n. Since I have 2 raised to power n plus 1 at the numerator and at the denominator, I can divide the numerator and the numerator by these values by saying 3 brackets 2 raised to power n plus 1 divided by 2 raised to power n plus 1, then minus 4 brackets 2 raised to power n minus 1 divided by 2 raised to power n plus 1, all divided by 2 raised to power n plus 1 over 2 raised to power n plus 1 minus 2 raised to power n over 2 raised to power n plus 1. This cancel this cancel this. So I'm going to have 3 up there minus 4, open brackets, pick one of these two, 2 raised to power n minus 1 here. Then this division changes to minus, open bracket, n plus 1 divided by, this one becomes 1 minus, pick one of these two, 2 raised to power n. Then this division changes to what? Minus n plus 1. Now the next step is we have 3 minus 2 raised to power n minus 1. Let's open this bracket with this minus. I'm going to have minus n is plus, minus n, minus n is plus, minus 1 divided by 1 minus 2 raised to power n. Then minus n is plus, minus n, minus n is plus, minus 1. So I have 3 minus, open your bracket, 2 raised to power, collect like terms, n minus n, minus 1, divided by 1 minus 2 raised to power n minus n, that is 0. I'm going to be left with minus 1. Are we together? So I have 3 minus 2 raised to power. Don't forget there is a 4 here. So we shouldn't forget that. There's a 4 here. There's a 4. So I'm going to have 4, open bracket, n minus n is 0. Minus 1 minus 2, that's 2 raised to power minus 2. Divided by 1 minus 2 raised to power minus 1. So from here, I can have 3 minus, open your brackets, I have, this minus changes to 1 over 2 raised to power 2 divided by 1 minus 1 over 2 raised to power 1. From here, I can move by saying that 3 minus, then from here I have 4, open your bracket, 1 divided by 2 in power of 2 gives 4 divided by 1 minus 2 in power of 1 gives 1 over 2. So 4 goes in 4. I have 1 here. 3 minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1 over 2. When you try to solve 1 minus 1 over 2, 1 over 1 minus 1 over 2. The SCL is 2. 1 goes in 2, we have 2. 2 times 1, we have 2. Minus 2 goes in 2, we have 1. 1 times 1, we have 1. So 2 minus 1, we are going to have 1 over 2. So when we do that, I'm going to have 3 minus 1, that is 2, over 1 minus 1 over 2. As we have done here, we have 1 over 2. So from here, we are going to be having 2. This is the division method, division sign, divided by 1 over 2. So we have 2 multiplied by, when this changes to multiplication, the 2 moves up, 2, and the 1 moves down, 1. So 2 times 2, we have 4, divided by 1 gives 4. So when we solve this, we finally get and we arrive at 4. Example 5. Simplify. 3 raised to power minus 5n divided by 9 raised to power 1 minus n multiplied by 27 raised to power n plus 1. The best thing to do here is, since this is having a base of 3, let us make everything to the same base, which is 3. So I'm going to have 3 raised to power minus 5n divided by 9 becomes 3 raised to power 2. That's 3 times 3, 9. That's 3 in 2 places. Open your brackets, 1 minus n, then times 3 raised to power 27. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. That's 3 in 3 places. Bracket n plus 1. So I have 3 raised to power minus 5n divided by 3 raised to power 2 times 1. I have 2 minus 2 times n, 2n, multiplied by 3 raised to power 3 times n, 3n, plus 3 times 1, 3. Now, from here, from this one, let me take one of these 3. 3 raised to power minus 5n. This division changes to minus. You open your brackets, then 2 minus 2n, close down your brackets, multiplied by 3 raised to power 3n plus 3. If that is done, we need to open our brackets here by saying that 3 raised to power minus 5, minus times this, minus times plus there, we have minus 2, minus times minus, we have plus 2n, multiplied by 3 raised to power 3n plus 3. Now, if you look at this, we have to, this is n, don't forget, n, that is minus 5n. From here, we have to, since we have a base of 3 here, let's pick one of the 3 as 3 raised to power minus 5n minus 2 plus 2n. Then this multiplication sign changes to positive. Then we have 3n plus 3. So we collect like terms. 3 raised to power minus 5n plus 2n plus 3n minus 2. What again? Then plus 3. So we have 3 raised to power minus 5n plus 2n. We have minus 3n. Minus 3n plus 3n, that is 0. I'm going to be left with minus 2 plus 3. Minus 2 plus 3 gives us what? 1. So 3 raised to power 1 gives 3. So this is the miscellaneous example we're going to be looking at. If you can look at, say, their UTME questions, and they can also be found in your WAEC questions when you look at them. So the same method we use to approach each of these questions is still the same method we are going to be using by taking notes about the rules of science. If you are a new member on this channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell for my subsequent content. Thank you.